Guys, April Fool's Day. Happy April 1st. Um, it is now Wednesday. Okay, I hope you guys are having a great beginning to your week. You're about halfway through. Hopefully you can reflect back on some really awesome things that have happened in the first 3 days. If you can't think of anything offhand, take the time to maybe recognize something that really is awesome, that maybe just uh, become so accustomed to that you don't think of it that way. So maybe, the fact that you get to eat a good dinner at now, maybe the fact that you have a good house over your head. Find something which has, show gratitude and reflect on all the amazing gifts in your life. Which you have to be grateful for, because everybody has uh, something that they can be extremely grateful for. And everyone should be extremely grateful for the opportunity to change your life and the opportunity every single day to mold the human body and mold your existence and help move forward and improve as a person and in every different aspect of your life. That's something to be grateful for, right? Is the ability to adapt, to change, overcome, and conquer any obstacle that's in your way, which is exactly what I know you're going to do today. And you're going to work towards conquering and overcoming this COVID-19 virus. And ultimately set yourself up so you can be better and stronger, fitter, feel better, have better relationships with those around you on the other side, whatever that may be, whether it's May, June, July. Hopefully it doesn't go into August. We'll see. But we can't control that, so focus on what you can control. And let's work together to overcome this. Focus on the small daily actions you can do to make sure that you're a little bit closer to that person you want to be 5 months from now than you currently are at this point in time. Doesn't matter how small or big the action is, just take deliberate, intentional action and move forward, guys. So, a little quote I'm starting out with this morning is by Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? If you don't know who Arnold is, you've probably been living underneath a rock someplace. And vision creates faith. Faith creates willpower. With faith, there is no anxiety and no doubt, just absolute confidence in yourself. Right? So let me read that again. Vision creates faith, and faith creates a willpower. With faith, there's no anxiety and no doubt, just absolute confidence in yourself. So, you might be wondering, like, what's that have to do with our current situation? Well, one, vision, okay? To have the vision that, to be able to recognize that, okay, this is going to end, right? And there's a place down the road which you want to be at, and whether it's with your life, whether it's with your family, whether it's with your athletic endeavors, your fitness, there's a place you want to get to that eventually, like, will get there, right? So, but you can either sit around and just wait around and actually digress over the next few months, which then takes you away from those goals, because you may lack the vision to notice that it's still there and you still need to work towards it to accomplish it. Or you can take deliberate action on a daily basis, be very intentional with what you do, find a way to improve yourself in some shape or fashion, and make sure that, like, you are working towards that vision you have for yourself 2, 3, 4, 5 months down the line. No, don't get over caught up in the entire process, right? Recognize the process, recognize that you're on your journey and focus on what you can do today. So taking that one step in front of the other, focus on the small steps. And ultimately, 5 months down the road, you're going to be much closer in a much better place, in a much better uh, person, right, than you are today because of the small deliberate actions you took today, right? So having that vision, right, creates the faith in which uh, you've now have, which is going to help you say, okay, I have faith that when I do these small actions, like I am making positive progress, which then brings me closer to my goals and gives me faith that I will eventually get there, right? Because no matter how long the race, you put one foot in front of the other and make consistent progress forward, you're going to eventually get there. Um, and that faith creates willpower, right? So that willpower to keep on going, right? Motivation is a myth. There's a really good book out there. It's called The Motivation Myth. And it talks about this fallacy about how like motivation is there all the time. And, it's this really good quote or this really good, picture you see or this real good video. Well, motivation guys comes from within, right? And motivation comes from the process itself, not something that drives or so motivation isn't what gets you started on the process, right? Motivation is what helps you maintain the progress, but you maintain that process and gain motivation and gain the will to move forward by accomplishing those small tasks over and over and over and over and over and just showing up daily, right? It isn't always going to be fun. You'll get frustrated, you'll get mad, you'll get sad, you'll feel like you're not going in the right direction. And then you hit this milestone and that helps fuel the fire to keep on moving forward, right? So gain motivation from the process itself. Don't look for motivation to get you started on the process. Just start. Okay, no matter how small or how big the action, just start. Okay, and 5 months down the line, you're going to be so much better than you are at this point in time. Right. So, um, and then the last part of this, right? So, with faith, there's no anxiety and no doubt, just absolute confidence in yourself. Right. So, when when we have faith and when we recognize the process and when we recognize that those and we gain motivation from those small wins over time, um, it takes away a lot of the anxieties, right? So anxieties are a normal part of life, but they shouldn't be crippling and they shouldn't cripple you to just freeze, right? Anxiety is a message that is and a signal meaning that something needs to change and you can take positive action. So use your anxieties right now as a positive thing to drive you forward, uh, more so versus a negative thing which freezes you. Uh, and when you essentially recognize it as a driving force forward, um, you then have, are better able to establish the feeling of, give no doubt that you can accomplish that small task in front of you. And you have no doubt that when you add those small tasks together, you're going to be better off 6 months down the line, right? And you're going to be closer to your goal 6 months down the line. Um, so, but you gain that confidence and you gain that uh, absolute no doubt approach by getting started, taking the small steps, gaining motivation from the process, not using motivation to get you started in the process, gain motivation from the small ones in the process so that you can continue to move forward through this tough time, and put yourself in a better position 5 months than you are now. And so hope that made sense, guys. But if you don't know me, my name is Dr. Michael Tancini. I am the owner and physical therapist at Ground to Overhead PT here in Cary and in Chapel Hill. Um, the athletes, the people that I work with are athletes, right? If you have a body and you want to use it for the positive good, and use it out in the world and do really fun stuff, you are an athlete. Okay. So if you're a runner, a biker, CrossFitter, weightlifter, uh, a Spartan racer, um, man, you know, do burn boot camp, do another form of boot camp, um, powerlifting, strongman, you're an athlete, guys, and you don't have to get paid. You don't have to have all these fancy sponsorships. If you use your body to be a human being and be physical with your body, you are an athlete, right? And that's the kind of people that I help. So I work with people who have been dealing with problems for days, months, weeks, years, who have been searching and, haven't found their permanent solution to their problem. Maybe they try something that helps in the moment. And then by the end of the day or the end of the week, they're just right back to where they were before. And it may have even gotten worse over time. And they've been brainstorming this for a long time, trying to permanently fix it. And they just haven't been able to. That's the kind of people that I work with. I help those people fix the problem fast and set themselves up so that they can address the root cause of the problem so that they never have to deal with that problem again in the future. So people have been dealing with back pain or shoulder pain for 2, 3, 4 years, 5 years even. Now all of a sudden, within a few sessions, know the root cause. They feel 1,000 times better. And they now got confidence that they can maintain the CrossFit classes and their triathlons and their competing for a strongman, like all that they want, and stay healthy in it for as long as they want, perform at a very high level during that process, and get back to living the life that they want to live. So that's who I help, guys. And a big major way we do that, okay, is by getting people to move better. Right. So today I'm going to need you to have a ball, lacrosse ball, baseball, softball, uh, any kind of ball, tennis ball, a broomstick. So here, okay. And I know you guys probably don't have a rig or a squat rack in your garage. If you do, that's awesome. Uh, but if you don't, we're going to use a door frame instead. Okay. Everyone should have a door frame unless you live outside. Um, yeah. Um, so, which is a very serious thing, guys. This is a little side note, but, when I lived in San Diego, there was a lot of homeless people. You probably need a lot of help right now. I haven't heard much on the news about that. But if you're in California or in somewhere with a lot of homeless people, maybe reach out to your local, departments of maybe public health or, uh, I'm not even sure who you would reach out and talk to, but see what's being done for those people, because even though um, like they're in just as big of a struggle right now as we are, if you're watching this, and they probably don't have the resources which you might have with healthcare and home over your head and able to actually quarantine. That's a real side note, but like it gives you something else to be grateful for, and the fact that you have a home and a roof over your head in this time of need. But today, okay, we are going to work on the shoulders a little bit. Okay, so the first thing I need you guys to get the ball. Okay, find the door frame, and we're going to find the upper trap. So you're going to take the ball, put it right there on the upper trap. You're going to smash it in. Okay. A good way I like to think of this is almost like you're trying to tackle the door frame, like if you're a football player. So boom, drive it down, get right on that upper trap, have the arm down. It doesn't move like chalk bucket, so I don't knock it off. Up, bring it down, and then put it behind the back. Swing up, always maintaining the steady pressure. We're going to work our way through here. We're going to work about 10 to 15 reps. Really try to breathe through this, get the hand all over behind the back. This is a great one if you've been doing a lot of computer work, really tight upper traps, really tight neck, really tight shoulders, neck pain, shoulder pain. This is a great one. All right, guys. Now we're going to flip around and do the other side. So go ahead and get started on that. Just turn around to the other side of the door frame and get started on that other side. Well, I'm really trying to breathe through this. All right. All right. So hopefully that feels pretty good. Okay. Because it feels awesome to me. Especially doing after a lot of upper body stuff yesterday. It's also great too if you're doing upper body today and you're doing a lot of maybe presses or pull-ups or push-ups. All those things we have them in a home gym. Maybe a barbell doing shoulder to overhead. That's a great one. Okay. So next, okay, is we are going to lay down on the ground. Take that same ball. I want you to feel the big muscle group right underneath the armpit. Okay. You're going to either put the ball there or, yep, you're going to put it right there, right down there, right on the lap. Okay. You have the arm straight out to the side. And you're just going to bring the arm down, flip it over, bring it down. Do this for about 1 minute, guys. Now, this area tends to get pretty super tight as you sit by the computer and stay kind of all bound up on that keyboard, especially if you're doing a lot of push-ups right now, because you don't have access to a whole bunch of pulling. such as pull-ups or rows, your chest, maybe getting super tight. Definitely making this part of your body a little bit tight. Now, guys, as we work through this, I want to let you know that I'm doing a free pose running clinic. Okay. So if you've been doing a lot more running, or maybe you are a runner and you want to run better, you want to make running easier, you want to eliminate the pain that you normally have when you run, um, and you want to perform better in your workouts, this Saturday, April 4th, I'm doing a free post running clinic on Facebook Live. I'll be broadcasting from right here in my garage, teaching you guys how to fix your running mechanics and improve your performance and eliminate your pain associated with running. All right, let's swap sides. Same thing. So it's at 12:30. I'll be live. Make sure that you go to the Facebook page, to my Facebook page right now and sign up. I put this up yesterday, late afternoon, and almost just under a third of the spots are now taken. Um, actually, I'm recording this a day ahead, so it is, by the time you see this, probably more than half the spots will be taken. There's a limited number, just because I want to make sure that I can answer everyone's questions in there and have a real personal experience with everybody. So, um, there's 30 spots available. So go sign up now. Um, and I look forward to helping you make running easier and better in every city. Okay. All right, guys. So, but then the last thing we need is the broomstick. Okay. Now, you're going to take the broomstick and you're going to shove it up against the wall. Okay. So you're going to shove the broomstick up against the wall, or for me, I'm going to do that here and shove it up against my bumper plates so that you guys can still see me. Okay. Broomstick just needs to be locked in place so that you don't just lose it and you actually have something to press against. So you're going to lay down on the ground, put that broomstick right in the upper trap, put some pressure there. You guys can see it, and you're going to lift up and down. Okay? And down. All right, so get them in there. Up and down. All right. I do about 15 to 20 slow reps up here. Swap sides. Same thing, get it right in that upper trap. What would also work awesome is if you got your ball, taped it to the end of the broomstick, which would give it a little bit bigger surface warning. Like you want to get right on the upper trap. I want just to move the arm 15 to 20 times. So as it's slow, making sure the palm stays facing the middle line, the elbow stays straight, and the thumb stays facing towards the ground as your arm gets around. No, he does. There we have it. There's her ability for the day. Oh, gave the shoulders a little bit of love on this Wednesday. Now, if you guys have any questions, write it down in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them or send me over a message, and I'll be happy to help. If you guys want to see anything specific, maybe that you're having a problem with, send over a message. So, guys, stay strong. Maintain that vision of ultimately being a better version of yourself than you are right now. Look 3, 4, 5 months down the line. Work on the small things today, which you can use to multiply into the person and the place and the world you want to be in towards the end of the year. So, guys, this is Dr. Tancini of Grand Overhead PT. I help athletes overcome their problem fast and help them address the root cause permanently so they never have to deal with it again. So that you can continue doing CrossFit and running and weightlifting and strongman as much as you want. Because it ultimately is, none of those things are bad. Squatting is bad. Deadlifting is bad. Kettlebell swings are bad. It's actually how we maintain a healthy body, maintain our health, and ultimately makes us a more robust individual to be better prepared for life and feel better and perform higher in all aspects of life. So, guys, if you've got a problem that you've been dealing with that's just been lingering way too far or way too long, I can help you overcome it, and I can help you overcome it fast and fix it permanently at that root cause. So send a message over. Give me a call. I am currently still seeing people as I am an essential part of the healthcare system to take stress off all the hospitals dealing with COVID-19 at the moment. So I completely understand not wanting to leave your house. Know that my office is the safest place you'll go to all day long, and about 1,000 times cleaner than any grocery store or any store that you'll go into. Now, I have been doing a ton of virtual telehealth appointments to where we need video sessions. I break your movie down through video, give you feedback, give you exercises, and ultimately help guide you into fixing yourself through this time of uncertainty and through this time of where you may have a little bit more time, but you don't want to leave your house. and you can really make some positive changes and permanently fix your problem by the time this entire COVID-19 is over. And I can help you through video sessions. So awesome, guys. This is Dr. Tancini and Brand over at PT. I look forward to seeing you on Thursday morning, tomorrow. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Okay, happy hump day. See ya.